Hello guys, welcome back to another Marvel Rivals video. So for this video, I kind of want to make a whole new updated version of what I think Blade's abilities are gonna be. So if you guys want to see more videos like this and you think these kind of videos are pretty cool to talk about upcoming characters, upcoming, content, and talk about what they possibly could be and what we think their ability should be, hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe. Now the character we're going to be talking about is Blade. Now I made obviously a video like a couple weeks back about Blade and what I think her abilities are. So now this is going to be an updated video about what I think his abilities are now. Let's get it started. So back then the devs were trolling and leaks came out about possible characters coming to the game. Blade was one of those ones. After the leaks happened and they confirmed that those were put there for data miners and that they were just trolling around, not that much people really People really didn't know what they want. People didn't know which characters really were true and which were false. But with the new mid-season update, it is confirmed that Blade is in the game and that we're gonna get Blade sometime soon. So for this video, I'm gonna run down the abilities that I think Blade is gonna have, and I think these are pretty cool. I think these would fit him well, and if you think they don't fit him well, let me know in the comments. Alright, let's get started now. Now, for Blade, I kind of want to put him in like a weird role. So I'm going to put him in like a hybrid DPS / anti-healer role, okay? So his primary weapons are going to be a the dual silver katana that he always carries, and a modified Mac 10 pistol. It could even be the Mac 10, just the max, the automatics. Mid-range, burst fire, silver bullets, all that good stuff. And these are all gonna go to his ability to deal damage while slowing down heal by like 25 to 50% possibly, and using his katana to do basically the same thing but in close range. Now he's gonna have a special ability for his melee attack, which will have a cooldown once used, just like how magic has like the throwing. I forgot what the hell that throwing ability is, but just like that. So this ability is called Hemolysis. This reduces the enemy's healing received by 50% for up to 5 seconds. Now I even wrote down a description for it, so here's what it is. Blade channels his expertise in vampire hunting into precise, devastating katana strikes that disrupt an enemy's ability to heal. When activated, Blade's next katana attack becomes empowered, dealing bonus damage and inflicting the Hemolysis debuff, which reduces the target's healing received by 50% for up to 5 seconds. Now I don't know if this is pretty OP, but I think it's pretty cool. So if an enemy is under a regenerative effect or any healing ability, Hemolytic Strike will immediately shave off a quarter of its remaining duration. And the way you would know if this ability is being activated, you will see that Blade's katana will glow red, indicating the next attack is enhanced. Now this will work even more against tank characters and characters that regenerate. It would possibly cancel Wolverine's, shield that he gains after taking a whole bunch of damage. Instead of getting like what he gets fully, he'll get half of that back. So now that we got to that part, let's go on to the next one. So the next ability is going to be called Blood Sense. This will be a tactical ability, more like wall hacks. Temporarily highlights low health enemies and supernatural beings through walls within a specific radius. Now how this ability is going to work is Blade taps into his enhanced Damn Pure senses, allowing him to detect low health enemies and supernatural beings. This could be tanks, obviously. This could probably be applied to like PvE if they ever added it, through the walls and obstacles within a 20-meter radius. Probably going to be less because the maps are so small, so I don't think it's going to be that high of a radius. I just put that there just as a specific number. Enemies detected by Blood Sense are outlined in red for Blade, and a faint heartbeat sound cue plays whenever a marked target is within close range. If enemies' health is below 40%, they will be outlined in a bright crimson, making them an easier target to track. This ability will allow Blade to track weakened foes for execution, making it easier to do like better ambushes. And even though obviously we can hear footsteps pretty well in Marvel Rivals, it's surprisingly, I actually like the audio. You can actually hear footsteps, which is great in Marvel Rivals. This will be good to help counter enemies who have passive regeneration or have really good healers on their team. You can tell where they're at and where they're hiding while they're getting health. Even though in Marvel Rivals, people just tend to be really close together, but some of them do try to get into the buildings, and then you can single those other players out, which I think is amazing. So let me know what you guys think about the Blood Sense ability. Again, this is a tact ability and obviously part of his passive, and it could be very strong in the game. So the third skill that he will have is called Silver Shurikens. These are going to be throwables. It's going to be an area of denial ability, okay? So Blade throws silver-coated shurikens in a cone pattern, okay? So these could be like how Psylocke uses her ability, and like, it looks like a cone pattern whenever she shoots out the secondary one. I forgot what it's called. Each shuriken deals damage and applies a brief weaken debuff for reducing enemy damage output. So their punches or whatever ability is don't hit as hard, which really does help with even possibly helping the team get all the health back if the enemy's not, you know, dishing out as much damage as possible. Okay, they could also do is that each shuriken reduces the target's damage output by 20% for about 4 seconds. Now this is enough time, maybe it could be 2 seconds, 2 to 3, either way. Making this ability excellent for softening up enemies before engaging or disrupting an ongoing fight. Okay, so now the silver effect of the shurikens can also deal an additional 10% damage to enemies classified to be able to have self-regeneration. Again, this could probably go more towards Wolverine, but you can also do it so that it also gives a 10% reduction to healing classes or support characters, so they can't heal as fast. Now the buff would obviously be for around like 4 seconds, and the shurikens will probably have a cooldown of around 10 seconds, so you can't spam it all the time. I feel like a 10-second cooldown is actually pretty good. Maybe it might go up a little higher, who knows, depending on how strong it is. Now if you felt like this is a good add-on to Blade, let me know in the comments down below, and if you feel like you have a better ability that suits him, let me know as well. And let's move on to the next one. Now guys, we are down to the final ability. This will be Blade's ultimate, and we're going to call this ultimate the Daywalker Frenzy. Now this boosts his speed in lifesteal mode. Blade enters a heightened state for around 10 seconds, depending on how strong it is, maybe less, but I feel like 10 is fine, maybe a little more depending if it's underwhelming or overwhelming. Now, his attack speed and movement speeds are increased. His katana gains a lifesteal base for 10 seconds. As long as you're doing damage, you're able to gain health while fighting, and just like how Iron Fist, as he's punching you, he's gaining back shields and health, this would also apply to Blade and his katana. As long as he's doing damage with his blade, he's able to steal health while gaining health at the same time from enemy teams. Gunfire does not require reloading, so his ultimate does not have to reload compared to Star-Lord. Now enemies hit by Blade's attack receive a debuff that prevents them from healing for around 3 seconds. Now this thing might be pretty strong, but I think this would be an epic thing to see. I did make a little description for it. So the description goes as follows. Blade taps into his Dampuric bloodline, unleashing his full Daywalker potential for a short period of time. Entering a frenzied combat state, Blade gains enhanced movement speed, attack speed, lifesteal, and unlimited ammo, making him a relentless force on the battlefield. Additionally, enemies hit by Blade's attack receive an anti-hero debuff that prevents healing for a short duration. Now I know some people might think this is insane for an ultimate, but compared to like Star-Lord's where he's shooting, he has basically auto aim. You're on the boots and you're not gonna get auto aim, but you're gonna obviously get the infinite ammo, so you're not gonna have to reload, and your katana gains a 40% lifesteal, restoring health based on melee damage dealt to enemy teams. And if you guys think this would be a great ultimate, let me know in the comments down below, because we have finally made it to the end of the video, and I want to thank you guys so much for giving support to these videos. A lot of these videos have been getting around 1,000 views, maybe, or sometimes one of them actually got to 2,000 views, and I do appreciate the support on the channel. And if you guys do want to see more, hit that like button, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.
Judge, jury, executioner!
Never bring your guns to a space gun fight.
I'm Hulky! Ow!